Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. A short, righteous life is greater than a long, wicked life. So when we look at the idea of Priapus, some say it's another name for Pan, some make him a separate deity. It's kind of like Zeus, where they say Hades is his alter ego. So Priapus is basically another form of Pan, and he's said to have a gigantic penis, and he's a fertility deity. And we look at the name, right? Pry a Pus. Pry and prize, right? The word prize and the word prize. And then you see the term trophy wife. And we see these patterns with the wordplay and the sayings and the Masonic wordplay. We see the patterns, and they're clear, right? A magic spell and spilling. Okay, so the pattern gives away the idea. They do things in a way to cheat me. You know, the Alpha, the top martial artist ever. Who's more the top martial artist than the Alpha, right? Some rich guy with a suit? You know, Elon Musk, no offense to Elon. No, it's me. Okay? They cheat me out of a woman worth having. Okay? I'm not talking about being, you know, the Incredible Hulk, okay, with some erotic desired chick. I'm talking about a woman worth having. So I say to you, and I address you all as people that I wish I could respect. I wish you were doing the right thing, because then I would respect you. Do you want females to be fooled by Priapus, aka Pan, and Zeus, and people who think like that, people who channel those deities, and it's like the whole culture? Right? Zeus is the king of Western culture. Rome took over the Western world, then took over the world. So Zeus is like the quote-unquote god of this world, right? And Priapus, right? Pan means all. For all the Greco-Roman deities, like pansexual, pandemic, all. So when we look at this thing, okay, do you want Priapus and some rich, pretty worms in suits to trick women and determine who they date and fool their unconscious mind? Or do you want them to submit to the point where righteousness enters the world? To submit to me so they can actually be virtuous women. Okay? Not somebody who's careless and thoughtless and reckless. Not somebody who tries to benefit from the contrast game, who tramples the poor and tries to act like they have values while the poor are just magically lazy, regardless of their circumstances. Not some indifferent, smug demon who either tramples the homeless by their speech and their thinking, or tramples them by their speech and their thinking in a way that has to do with being controlled opposition, who tramples their souls by directing them away from God. Proverbs 16:12 says the throne is established in righteousness, not in Priapus thinking, not in psychology to trick people, but in truth, the way, the truth, and the life. How dare these people cheat me out of a suitable helper? You think it makes you a man to cheat the most righteous person that ever lived? You think it's going to help your causes? Does it make the lives of the LGBT community greater? No. They've been miserable for years. Inflation, the pandemic. Some of them are homeless. You go tell a homeless LGBT person that their life is better because you're cheating me out of the most virtuous woman possible. Out of making her that, when she meets me, and when she hears my ideas, and when she sees the love that I have for her, making her the most virtuous woman that ever lived, okay, they'd have to be crazy to agree with you. You are handing females over to that rape demon Priapus. And the devil is laughing at you and your families. The devil's mocking you and your families. And he's getting you to come into his spirit where you're mocking yourselves and your families.